Jello again, Aaron here, this time bringing you another collection video. And today I'll be taking a look at the tail end of the Unicron Trilogy with my Transformers Cybertron shelf. Alright, and I'm starting off my look at my Transformers Cybertron collection with my Decepticon shelf. I have most of my Decepticons here. There are a few others elsewhere that you'll see later in the video, but this is for the most part all of my Scouts, most of my Decepticon Deluxes, and half of my Decepticon Voyagers. Okay, with the Scouts we've got both the red and yellow versions of scrap metal, lug nuts. Now I do have to admit, this is a pretty lousy figure. I will always keep him as part of my Cybertron collection, but to be quite honest, if you get the chance to pick this guy up, leave him where you find him. Then we've got Ransack. In the back there is Undermine, Recluse, Brush Guard, Hardtop, not Storm Surge, that's the repaint from the 2007 movie line, Short Round. Then on to the Deluxes. We've got Thundercracker, Run Amok, Brimstone, Dirt Boss, Thunderblast, who's probably my second least favorite Decepticon from the Cybertron line because she's basically just a shell former. Then we've got Buzzsaw, who yes is a repaint, remold of Armada Cyclonus. We have the Jungle Planet Megatron, who is the T-Rex. Then we have Voyager Crumple Zone. Very nice figure, oddly proportioned, but very nice. And Mudflap. Okay, now we move on to upwards to the Autobot shelf, where we can see Armorhide, Backstop, and behind him is a second Backstop, courtesy of my friend Bumblebloggin, Scattershot, Breakdown, Clocker, who's probably my second least favorite Autobot figure, Overhaul. Then moving on to the Deluxes, and by the way, just like with my Decepticon shelf, this is the majority of my Autobots, but not all of them. You'll see more later. This is all of my Autobot Scouts and Deluxes, half of my Voyagers, none of the Leaders. For the Deluxes, we've got Red Alert, Crosswise, and directly behind him is his repaint into Smokescreen, Blur, Jungle Planet Optimus Prime, who, yes, does turn into an ape, right next to the Optimus Prime, who's a repaint of the deluxe size class figure from Transformers Armada. Override, who's probably my least favorite Autobot. Snarl. Downshift. And then we've got Hotshot right next to Cybertron Defense Hotshot. Landmine. And finally, Evac. And yes, he is missing a missile. That's how I got him. I did not get him new. The majority of these figures I got new when they were on shelves. This one I got at a later time. And he was missing a missile. Alright. Now, on to the main event. We have, on the Decepticon side first, we've got Voyager Starscream. This is the one that came in the 2-pack with Vector Prime. I never got the Supreme class version of Starscream. I just always thought of it as being a little too big, even though there's precedent set for it in the show. Behind him, Megatron, complete with his gun, which you can barely see there. Then I have the two guys from Planet X, Soundwave and Sideways. In the middle we've got Vector Prime with his Minicon Safeguard, and he is probably just about my favorite character, figure, toy from Transformers Cybertron. Ooh, stabby, 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 stabby. And yes, his sword is a little warped. It's unfortunately that softer plastic, and it tends to bend when you keep it in storage. Then I've got Metroplex in his taller of his two robot modes, and he does have his Minicon drill bit with him. And then I have Galaxy Force Optimus Prime. I only have the front cab main robot portion of him. I don't have any other parts to him, but then again I got him almost for a song. And then displayed right next to him with all of his armor is Leader Class Optimus Prime. This is one imposing figure. It is probably one of the best Optimus Prime toys, mainline toys that you can get, that you could have gotten at retail, that they put out in the last 10 years. And then finally the main event for the Cybertron collection is, of course, Primus himself. So this has been a little look at my Transformers Cybertron collection. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.